Thank you for your interest with the Transitional Coaching Program at the Center for Community Justice. I'm really excited to tell you more about it. The official start was in July of 2012, but there was really years of work done beforehand. First, the community realized that there was a need, that people returning from the Department of Corrections with no support, so their transitions weren't successful and often many fell back into a life of crime. To avoid that, we started doing research and finding out what else around the nation worked. And we created a program using evidence-based practices and designed the Transitional Coaching Program. We then contacted the Elkhart Community Foundation and we were awarded a 2-year grant to help get the program started. And that is coming to an end in June of 2014. I hope you enjoy learning more about the program from a few of our participants.
I'm Judy Kelly. I'm pleased to be working on a transitional coaching team program. I've learned a great deal, and I'm pleased to help someone who is much less fortunate than I have been. It seems to me that when people have been incarcerated, they've paid their dues, we say that they should be able to come back and rejoin society and be successful, but so often they come out of prison with nothing. If they have a support system, it's often pretty sketchy. Obviously they have no money, usually no transportation, no job, no connections, and women particularly, most of them have a child or children, and that makes a much more difficult time. So it seems to me that the least we can do is give them people to talk with who can be at least verbally supportive and give them just a leg up so that they have a chance not to have to go back to prison, which, by the way, is terribly uneconomical.
I have the opportunity to go into various state facilities, Westville, South Bend Reentry Facility, the Elkhart County Community Transition Program. With men and women who are housed in incarceration, I've yet to talk to anyone who wants to stay there, and I've yet to talk to anyone who wants to go back. And as simple as that may seem, it becomes very, very challenging when that person's released and they come back into a community where that community, there is a lot of opportunity for them through family and friends to commit crime again because of situations in family and associates that are either doing drugs. There's just more of an opportunity to do things that they do not want to do. And the men and women who apply on this program, we work with, as I said, the different facilities, and we give them application, and I ask a question on there. Why would you want to be on this program? Explain to them what it's going to mean to them. It's all voluntary on their part. And I ask, why would you want to be a part of this program? And basically what comes across is, I want to make it. I want to, I'm tired of my life like this. I don't want to do this any longer. But they need tools to be able to do that. So our coaches are actually providing some of those tools just mainly through relationship. We don't tell them what to do. We don't tell them this is what you need to do right now to stay out of prison, but we help them discover those answers. We help them discover that if I make this choice, where may that lead? Or if I make this choice, maybe that'll get me closer to my goals. So what our coaches are doing, they're helping them through this process so that at some point when this coaching relationship ends, they'll be able to go on having gained not just wisdom, but having gained an understanding that there are people in this community who care about them, and that there are people who want to help them, and they've got their sights set higher than just staying out of trouble. Their sights now are set toward their goal, and that's what we help them toward. That's why we look for their strengths. We help them develop their strengths. We help them discover their weaknesses. But we look at not this is what you've always done wrong. We look at, you know what, here's your ability. Here's what you could do that could be right, that could be something that would be so beneficial to society, and you wouldn't have to worry about being incarcerated again.
And I'm glad to be a part of the Transitional Coaching Program. The program means a lot to me personally because once upon a time I was an ex-offender, And if it hadn't been for some strong men that came around me and walked with me and gave me advice, answered questions, coaching, I probably wouldn't have succeeded, or at least would have been a much tougher road to hoe. They were able to make networking connections for me, introductions, help me get into school, help me get jobs, help me put the pieces together that were needed for the dreams that I had, the things that I wanted to see change and happen in my life.
So I've been to prison 3 times. And the first 2 times were because I could not keep a stable job. Because for 1, I didn't have a license. For 2, I didn't have transportation. For 3, I didn't have a network support system to help me get those things done. But this time around, I did have that, and I found that in this program. And I have been very successful. I am going on my 3rd year of my bachelor's degree for business administration. I have found a very good job with the help of Sue, my mentor from the Transitional Coaching Program. And I really like my job. And if I call and I say, I don't have a ride to work, she's like, I'm here. I'm on my way. I'll get you there. You got to call me and let me know what time you get off. I'll come pick you up. And I don't know, this program has just worked wonders for me because my mind has, I think totally different. I don't think outside the box. I think inside of the box now. And what I mean by that is, before, when times got hard and I didn't have money, the first thing that came to my mind was get out there, sell drugs, hustle. That's the only way you know how to make it happen. Go do it, get it done, and then you don't have anything to worry about. But then what follows with that is the consequences behind selling drugs. And I've also faced those consequences. But this time around, it was totally different. When I came home, I knew I had a network support system. I knew everything was going to be okay. I knew that when I felt like going backwards, I had somebody to encourage me and give me that push forward. And that was this program. So I just really hope and pray that more people will get involved, more people will donate, charity, or whatever the cause is to keep this program running. Because me, my criminal background, a lot of people are surprised that I made a 360. And they want to know how I did it, what helped me do it, when did I do it, and I just give it all to God and this program because it made me successful. And now I'm considered a productive member, respectful member of society instead of a criminal or an ex-offender.
Thank you for listening to the participants that have been playing a role in the Transitional Coaching Program for the last couple of years. We're really proud of the work they've done. Many people are volunteering and mentoring those returning to the community, and we have a waiting list of people who want to have mentors. When people return from the Department of Corrections, they do not want to commit crime again. They want to be a success. And the hurdles that they have to jump are unimaginable. But with the support of the volunteers in our community, they're able to become successful members of our community, decrease recidivism, and have a safer community for all of us. We have possible funding coming up in 2015, but for this bridge period, we need $35,000 to continue this meaningful work. Please ask us how you can be a part of the Transitional Coaching Program and support this program for the next year.